Hello. And today we'll continue with Graven. Maybe today I'll get a few more minutes with a therapist since she decided to bail last week. I hope she'll talk to me more. That bear isn't here. Maybe I spooked him. I doubt it, though. His personality seemed big enough to easily overpower whatever feelings my blunt exit might have caused him. Here I am again today, and the door's closed. I checked twice for any message. I am super sure there wasn't one. Why is it closing? This is so messed up. What the fuck are they thinking? Oh, it's a holiday. It's the Day of the Dead. That explains nothing. Today is precisely why they should be open. Some folks like me might not be able to handle a day like today. Whatever. Alright. Sit by 2 roses and visit her. I managed to show up after failing to find an excuse that I shouldn't come here. It's both stupid and worrisome that I had to fight against myself so much to make up my mind. But I'm here now. 5-4. I got a good spot for her at least. It's nice and sunny, like she always liked it, that she spends more time in the sun. Not that it matters now. No. Stop that shit. What's done is done. Stop fucking yourself up with more negative stuff. I got the roses. 2 of them, although I should have just gotten 1. What would have been enough? 1 for me. But she said I should forgive him. So 1 from him as well then. Sometimes I think I hear voices. Some of them say that I didn't do enough. That I didn't change some things when I could have. One voice in particular makes me angry at myself each and every time it comes out. That I knew. That I fucking knew that there was something wrong, but didn't do anything about it because it was Mom, and Mom was always fine. Mom always knew what to do. She always took care. For fuck's sake, I shouldn't squeeze so hard on the thorns. I asked the lady at the flower shop to leave them on. Have a bit of wild in them. But squeezing them isn't going to help me get over all the shit that's I'm trying to bury. Fuck. I hate that word. It's like I have an allergy to that word and so many more. Death, disease, hospital, medicine, pills. If I think about it long enough, every word sucks. I hate all of them. This is turning out to be one fucking miserable day, isn't it? I hate it when I get myself so worked up over nothing that can be changed anymore. I'm here, though. Might as well leave the roses where their place is. Nobody's around. Hey, Mom. I can finally talk out loud to you here. I'm back to visit you again. I'm doing okay. Well, not really, but what should I say? Spade hasn't replied to any of my texts, and I don't want to call him anyway to ask for him. I just don't want to call. If he doesn't want to talk to me, why should I even bother? He says that it's fine. I forgave him. Just like you said I should. Anyway, I brought you flowers. I know you weren't a big fan, bit symbolic. Just 2 roses, 1 from me and 1 from Spade. He should be here to at least try to say a few words. Anything really. But yeah, it's just me again. Broken me. So yeah, I'm going to therapy now. It's a bit of a change for me, isn't it? I always acted so tough around you, and I don't get why now at all. I wanted to look bigger than I really was and am. But I don't want to go on and on about bad shit anymore. I kept doing this every time I visited you, complaining about this or that, sucking out all the positive and normalcy that we could have had. Especially during those times. It's fine. I'm okay. I'll manage. I hope you heard some of this. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you're somewhere out there in this vast universe, traversing galaxies and walking on the edges of black holes. Maybe you're right next to me and I don't even know it. Wherever you are, I love you. I'm looking to see if anyone's around to hear me talk out loud. It makes me feel like I really am talking to her when I hear myself speak and not just play the words in my head. They don't feel real until I speak them out loud. But there's someone now far away in the distance. I might need glasses soon since I can't make out what kind of folk that is. It's a bear. Well, okay, fine. I give up. Universe, mom, whoever, whatever. Fine. I'll go and apologize. As I am walking towards where the bear is, he knows it's me. He moves away in a hurry, heading straight for me. I hope it didn't bother him. I silly did. I pick the stupidest moments, don't I? Good morning, Ben. Hey, I see we had the same idea. I could swear his face was as dark as the night sky just a second ago. More like I forgot what day it is today and went to the therapist's office first. Me too. Well, almost. I was driving but wondered why the streets were so empty. Then when I turned on the radio, I heard it's the day of the dead, so I figured I needed to pivot. And here I am. He sure does talk a lot. Every time since we met, he's been a bag full of chit-chat. Except that first time when I stared at him, I guess. We didn't really talk. So, what are you up to today? Aside from this, I mean. Again with that question. Wait. It's just small talk, remember? He's just being polite. I didn't plan for this, so my schedule is wide open now. Not that it was filled with other stuff today, but I guess I'll take a long walk through the forest. I don't live that far away from it. That sounds nice. We both wanted to ask who was the other visiting here, but it's like a silent understanding that we shouldn't do that. Among the many things we talked about at the therapist, I guess the part where we're supposed to talk to others about what we're going through didn't stick with either of us. It's not only that she talked about this. Everywhere I looked about my situation is always about finding other folk who are going through the same thing and interacting. It should be easy, but it isn't for me, and not for him either. Do you want to join me? I actually said those words. Good on me, I guess. Huh. Is this your doing, Mom? He's surprised. Well, I am too. His smile shifted from the rehearsed one he usually has on. This time I could see it in his eyes too. Are you sure you won't randomly run away from me? Right. About that. I'm really sorry about last time. You mean at your store or at the restaurant? Both. And it's not my store. Maybe it could be one way. Nah, it seems like a lot of stress, to be honest. I'd rather just play the game I'm playing instead of turning it into work. I'm afraid I'll lose interest if I am only on the other side of the counter. You never know until you try it. Yeah, who knows? You never know until you try it. Yeah, who knows? Okay, wow. Just wow. I am wowing myself into wowzers. How am I capable of talking to him for so long? He knew I avoided him at the store, and yet he's just like, yeah, whatever. He's confident, alright? That's cool. That's really cool. I wish I had a bit of that too. I kinda dressed for hiking anyway, and my truck's parked outside. I could drive us to the forest if you want to go. It's not hiking, just walking. I really like going through the forest paths. Yeah, it's relaxing, isn't it? I heard it's relaxing because of the pine trees, that they release some sort of substance in the air, and that's what calming about the whole walking thing. Oh, never knew that. Sounds very sciencey. I read about it once by chance. I don't know more than that. Well, we can see for ourselves if it's true or not. My truck's this way. Yeah, let's do some of our own science. So far, so good. I'm actually not terrible about this small talk thing. It's not so bad, really. Why are we talking? Why are we taking a long way around? Now we could have went the way it came from if we get to the parking lot faster. Should we be going that way? Isn't the parking lot over there? Oh, my mistake. Yes, we could have. But now we're already halfway around anyway. Yeah, no worries. If it happens to me sometimes as well. Spacing out, I mean. I get that too, more often lately. Our feet on the snow are the only sounds around for a while. The long way around might have its own merit, though. The grays look at us passing by. Two folk who still have the benefit of a calm walk. There's a feeling in me that's telling me that it's my turn to say something. I can always rely on others to carry the conversation for me. So anyway, what do you do? I teach rugby. You teach it? I coach rugby. Why did I say teach? His soft muttering and somewhat embarrassed look give me another boost of confidence. I do feel a bit bad about feeling better because he's somewhat uncomfortable. All good. Who do you coach then? I assume a team, but what kind? Amateurs, pros? It's like I can't close the faucet. Maybe flooding out isn't always a bad thing. It's an in-between of those. There are college rugby players. Some do it for the point score and just taking another class, but some take it seriously and are planning on going pro if an opportunity comes their way. Sounds like a lot of work, not more than what you do. Remember all those cards, all those games with those complicated rules. So much effort. It's not even close to what you must go through, physically at least. Well, I no longer play if that's what you mean. I found much more joy in coaching rather than playing, although for the longest time I didn't think I'd ever give it up. I trained hard, did everything my coach told me to do. I was happy when we would win, but I didn't feel it like the others did. I don't know how to put it into words exactly. It's like chewing on a steak with no seasoning, you know? Good enough to eat, but it just doesn't hit right. So what changed? We're close to the parking lot now, and he whistles to his big truck. The matte or the mate blue shines bright when the clouds clear for a moment. It's a nice car. Looks expensive too. Can you wait a second so I can clean the front seat? I left some stuff there. It's so embarrassing. Yikes. It's super fine. Don't worry about it. Jules, the store owner, has the same issues with her car. I just need a second. He removes some empty bottles from the passenger seat and puts them in the back. No idea why he was so paranoid about those. Maybe he's a neat freak. I'm still admiring his truck, though. This Ben guy is well off financially. He's probably not part of my world then. More like Chobi's. All done, let's go. Can you first drop me off at my place so I can change my clothes? I don't want to ruin the ones I'm wearing. They're kind of my work clothes as well. I get you. Sure. Just tell me where. No matter the money or fancy stuff, everyone always shows who they really are at one point or another. And the country got the best of him a second ago. We get to my place fast enough, and I go upstairs to change while Ben is waiting in the truck. It is turning out to be something very different from my usual play non-stop for hours and hours sort of day. Let me put on some clothes that are decent enough, but not that important in case I slip on something. This is exciting. It's still wet everywhere, which is something I dislike, but the fresh air in the forest will make up for everything. I can't wait to get there. And this time, there's a bear with me. He seems nice enough. Maybe I misjudged this entire thing to get all together. He could just be a nice guy, or he could be extremist and, huh. Nice try to ruin my day, Brian. Not gonna work today. I think he's talking to himself. Maybe he is a bit insane. The closer I get to his truck, I realize he's singing along to some music he put on. Oh, country music. Yeah, I'm into it. And it's not pure country. There are enough newer elements in it too. A lot of other influences. It's still the same message though. I lost my girl, but I found my whiskey. That type of stuff. I hum a tune and tip my invisible hat toward him. You're pretty good at the lyrics, considering you're trying to mock country. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a fan in denial. You even have the whole hat tip in your routine already. Never. Not my thing. Plus, it doesn't fit with me thematically. Not much into girls or whiskey stuff. Why, oh why, do I always make stuff weird when I open up just a little bit? There was literally no need to come out to him for no reason whatsoever. He's just making small talk. Just small talk. Nothing more. Then I go and say something like that. Oh, alright. Guess that makes the two of us. Well, not the whiskey part. It's like, well, it's how we country folks survive the cold seasons. You're gay? Gay. I'm into guys, yeah. This big buff dude with our... this buff... Oh, Lord. It's how we country folk survive the cold seasons. You're gay? Gay. I'm into guys, yeah. This big buff dude with arms as wide as tree trunks is into other guys. Goes to show that anyone can fit the bill. He's looking at me all confused, but I know that he knows I am surprised by this revelation. I think he likes the shock value he brings when he tells other folk that he's into guys. I doubt this is the first time he came out this way. What does it mean to be gay anyway? What do you mean with what's it mean? You like guys? That's being gay? No. I just happen to be a guy who likes guys. I just happen to be a guy who happens to like guys. That's an interesting way to put it. Okay. It's not what gay means to me. Let's just leave it at that then. We can't possibly end up discussing now. That would be too weird even for me. Maybe we could talk more about it on our walk. Sure. We'll have something interesting to talk about then. You mean our music talk wasn't as interesting? Doesn't compare to this. I see we have very different views on this. How so? I'll drive us to the forest first. Go to the lake side. We can talk. Well, we can walk about. Go to the lake side. We can walk around the lake first. Sure. Sounds like a plan. He turns down the volume, looking at me. Should I turn off the music or change it to something else? It doesn't bother me really. And it's your truck. You can do whatever. Yes, sir, but you're my guest now, so I won't just do my thing. Haha. You country folk just crack me up. We've already been driving for a few minutes and we reach the edge of the forest in no time. We get out of the truck, not saying much aside from, we're here. It's like the good mood went away. The weather is definitely not helping. Let's go to the lake. Sure. We start walking near the lake once we leave the parking lot. The air is cool and the smell is just as fresh as I had hoped it would be from the pine trees. It's a bit windy, but I'm more than good with the jacket I have on. Ben's a bit lighter with his clothes. I guess the extra padding helps out. The sound of the road sends me back to when I walked together with Mom here. When we stopped at the restaurant and we looked at the lake with this beautiful view. Then that waitress told us to move away from that table because what if a bigger group comes along and she needs a space for them? That upset her so much. We just wanted to look at the lake and enjoy the sun. It was a day out, a month before sea. You good? Yeah. Just remembered some stuff and I'm fine. Do you want to talk about the other stuff? The gay thing you mean? That guy who happens to like guys thing. Yeah. We can if you want to. Did he say he would talk about it? Why is he so defensive all of a sudden? We don't have to if it's a sore spot for you or something. I don't want to impose. You're not imposing or anything. It's just how others see it. I guess you're not into the scene then? Not at all. I don't get that anyway. Proud to be gay. Why should I be proud of that? Because we've been outsiders for a long time and now we're fighting back for our own sake. I get you. I do. But is that an excuse for a bunch of dudes to get together and have public sex? You're talking about the parades? There are some who do that, yeah. It's more like just some blowjobs here and there. I don't like the way you're just glossing over that. It's not some blowjobs here and there. It's repulsive. There are children walking around with their parents, you know? Sorry, I didn't think it would bother you so much. Well, it does. Some folk think that's okay. Some folk think that's okay. Let's all be sex positive. I don't think that's good for anybody. You don't really mean that, right? There are plenty of folk who need an outlet for their sexuality. Don't get me wrong, I like having sex. That's forward, to say the least. Oh, sorry. Yikes, that came out wrong. He takes a moment to compose himself. I didn't expect him to be so fragile about this type of conversation. I meant it's fine if folk want to express themselves sexually. Nobody's checking what happens behind closed doors. Nobody really cares what two folk do as long as it's consensual. But everyone cares when it's out in the open, like at gay parades when everyone's dressed up in ridiculous outfits. And then to top it off, some go ahead and suck other guys off because we're gay, we're proud, and we do what we want. If a straight couple would do that, it would be gross too. It's just gross overall. This bothers you a lot. Hence why I don't like being called gay. I don't want to be put in the same pot with those other guys. We may like the same thing, but that's about everything I have in common with those types of folk. So you're more on the outside of it all. Yep. And I plan on staying exactly there. It's not my thing to go out on my way to signal to everyone what I am into. But you told me all of a sudden, though, this is different. We kinda know each other from the loony bin already. I figure I could tell you because you already know I'm damaged. So what's the harm if you know more? That sort of thing. I don't know about damaged. Would it mean that I am also damaged because I go there? Well, aren't you? I am way beyond damaged. Broken, well, fucking broken into pieces, shattered, mentally drained, physically incapable of living, of being, of. You're just like me. In your own way, but just like me. I guess I'm a little bit. So I took us down a city path in our chat. This was supposed to be a relaxing outing for you, and I kinda messing it up. I'm sorry about that. Nah, you're good. You're making some valid points anyway, so it's well worth the brain teasers. So when did you know you were gay? First. Do you subscribe to that term? I do subscribe to it, but maybe 1% less now after your whole half rant about the public sex thing. Half rant. I kinda knew when I was about 8 or 9. I was fooling around with some other kids and we kissed and stuff. At one point everyone stopped doing it, but I didn't want to stop. I didn't get why the other kids stopped doing it, but then I was told that it's gay and that nobody there is gay. And then I was told, of course, that I also wouldn't want to do it anymore because I couldn't be gay either. So I didn't do it with them anymore. Then I did it with one guy from that group again, but we went further and I also gave him a blowjob. Is that repulsive for you? Don't be a small ass. You know exactly what I meant. It's not like I don't do it's not like I don't do that kind of stuff. Oh no, it's so disgusting. You're a bit mean, aren't you? Some say I have a special kind of charm. But anyway, how did you find out? Incoming cliche. You've been warned. I started playing rugby the moment I could hold a ball in both my paws. It wasn't something my dad wanted me to do or anything like that. I just got a ball as a gift. Don't even remember who gave it to me or why. I really liked it and spent all my life checking out what rugby was about. Then as I got older, I had girlfriends and it was completely fine. Everything was okay, but it was the same feeling like I told you before about winning as a player. It was just okay. I think I know what you mean. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't awesome either. I like being with a girl, but when I happened to tackle this one guy in an away game, something was off. He blocked my tackle, but when he touched my face as I was pushing him to the ground, it felt different. The game ended and we were supposed to get on the bus and leave. I saw him and his team leaving as well, so I excused myself to go to the toilet again. Everyone on the bus complained, but I didn't really care. Well, a few times when I didn't. Anyway, I went after this guy and asked him if he had a moment that I wanted to ask about technique and stuff. So he told everyone from his group that he would be right there with them. He started talking, then when nobody was around, he straight up kissed me on the snout. It was electrifying. My friend was standing. I couldn't talk. All I could think about was, oh, so this is how it's supposed to feel. When he stopped kissing me, he said, that was what you really wanted to talk to me about, right? I couldn't say a word back. I was completely stunned. He smiled and left. Never saw him again. I was, 15 when it happened. That doesn't sound like a cliche at all. It's actually quite romantic. Or is that too gay as well? You're really pushing it now. That's not nice of you. Sorry, we don't know each other that well, so I don't know how much I can say. Yeah, sure. But you should at least try to hold back a little, right? Like you just said, we don't know each other that well. And that's a rotten thing to say. Sorry. Didn't mean to ruin the mood. But now you did. I just shared with you one of the biggest moments of my life. You made a dumb joke right at the end of it after I already told you earlier that you're being mean. Fuck. This day was going so well. I finally talked to a stranger. We even kind of bonded, and now I ruined everything with my city buried in everyone attitude. I do this all the time. I try to compensate you for being so introverted that when I talk to other folk, I force myself to have this larger-than-life personality. Damn it. I want to kick away all the snow that's in front of me, but I've added more than enough awkwardness for the day already. We're almost near the parking lot. Are you good if you walk back to your place? Yeah, it's fine. Sorry. I really didn't mean to say that. Hey, it's all good. We don't know each other. It happens. I'll catch you another time. Okay, see you. He's gone. We didn't even get to the end of the walk. He went ahead in a hurry, and that's that. It didn't sound that bad in my head what I said. It was supposed to be funny. Fucking hell. He was nice too. Like generally nice. He told me his story and it was so cute. Then I go ahead and mess with it. I want to rip my fur off. And my plan was to ask him if he wanted to eat together so that I could apologize for the last time when I left him hanging at the other restaurant. Well, this is strike two. I doubt I'll get the chance to talk to him again after the day. And if I do, my dumb brain will go directly for strike three for sure. I almost made a new friend today. Almost. Someone outside my usual group of two folk group. Yeah, I guess today did seem like a perfectly wonderful day to ruin. The way home was miserable. The stupid stuff I said keeps echoing in my head. It wasn't that bad. Come on. It wasn't that bad. It was a joke. Come on. He's too wound up. Yeah, that's it. He has his own shit to deal with for sure. And why did we go the long way into the cemetery? I bet he didn't want me to see who he was visiting. Weirdo. Like it would make a difference. Just a weirdo. Yeah. Fuck me. He was nice. He was friendly to me. It's so difficult for me to ever make a new friend, and then I do this. Fuck. I need to talk to him again. Next week. He'll go to therapy next week. He has to. If only to unpack what happened between us. I'll go there early in case he wants to dodge me by changing his appointment time. What if he will do it anyway? Maybe he'll change the date too. I can't sit around our office every day to wait for him to show up. This is so damn stupid. Why do I have to say that shit? If only I just shut up and smile. I'm good at that. I'm good at not saying anything. Of all the damn times to be more outgoing, I chose today, and I chose to be an idiot too. Fuck. Well, I can't turn back time anymore anyway. Else she's be here to scold me for my awful behavior. Might as well play a few games. It's been a week. I've been counting the days since I last saw him. There are plenty of folk here, so I know for a fact that the therapist is back. All I have to do now is wait for Ben to show up. I got here when they opened, so there's no way I missed him. Now all that's left is for that bear to show up so I can apologize properly. This is a bit awkward, and I do feel like a stalker, but what other choice do I have? I don't have his phone number or his address. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. He's going to avoid coming to the store anyway, so this here is my best bet to meet him again. Even if I go in, he'll have to wait his turn. He's always after me, so I'll see him. There's a new assistant here today. The free clinic is getting some upgrades finally. Hello? I have an appointment with Miss Bastille today. Might I ask why I haven't been called in already? Miss Bastille no longer works here. She transferred to Collegenus a week ago. We have to reschedule you and all of her former patients with our new doctor. She left? Transferred. To Collegenus. May I know what your name is? We could put you in maybe one. What the fuck? She's just gone? No warning to any of her patients? What an awful bitch. That's it then. She's gone and I can't do anything about it. Of course she is. That's how it always is for me. Gone. 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 She's fucking gone. Of course, yes. Yes. Gone. Fuck. Fuck you? Sir? Fuck you too. My turn to smack the door open and leave in a hurry. I'm done. Everyone keeps leaving me. My mom, that stupid bear, and now this bitch therapist. I hate you all. All you assholes. Damn it. Y'all think you're so high and mighty, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. And fuck what Rowan feels like, right? He'll manage. He always does. Because that's what a proper folk does. Because I always have to be the one who has to accept it all. It's all a bunch of crap. Watch where you going, Ying. Watch yourself, sit for fur. Oh no. No, no, no. Well, somebody's gonna get it today. Ain't that right, boys? I didn't look. I didn't check who I was talking to. Fuck. There are a lot. I wouldn't have a chance against even one of them, let alone 6. I'm so fucked. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Didn't see you there. I was just... You were what? I was... Yeah, we got that. You were. Maybe we'll make you a were. They're laughing at that dumb joke. I guess they've read a book or two in their lives to be able to make word puns, which is why they're even more dangerous than the typical bullies. Instigated ones do what they do out of pure malicious intent because they know better, but they don't care. Who's that behind them? One of them is holding this kid rapid by the scruff of his neck. He must have gotten mixed into this somehow as well. I was just heading home. Hey, we gotta stop right here. So like, this kid's in trouble, and I wonder what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to save the kid, or he's just gonna save himself instead. So we'll just have to see what happens. So he made an insensitive comment while Ben was talking about his past, and it really pissed Ben off to the point where he just wanted to leave as soon as possible. And it was disrespectful of Rowan. You know, basically saying that his experience, you know, his first homosexual experience was gay. Like, as if the two of them were just having horny fun. When to Ben it wasn't like that. It was just something that happened all of a sudden, and it made him stunned. You know, he was stunned by this football players for the other teams southern kiss he gave him. So yeah, he was actually doing pretty good as far as him potentially being friends with the bear. And he makes that comment, and now he messed all that up. So the bear probably doesn't want to deal with him again. That's what makes these interactions so special. You know, you get to know, you know, like we were hanging out with somebody that's a complete stranger. You're getting to know them. Like, what you say can determine how this whole relationship goes. Like, if you're nice and the other person seems to think you is nice and someone who's understanding, then they may want to hang out with you even more. But if you're this type of person who just don't understand, or at least not trying to understand, and you're just insensitive and just make light of their past experiences, and they are not going to want to deal with you anymore. You're just some negative person who's making fun and making very little of their past experiences, and they just don't want to deal with you anymore. And Rowan really messed up. I mean, these whole getting to know each other kind of things, or even dates, is about getting to know the person and what kind of person they are. If you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, that person will have the impression of you in a negative light. So I don't know, hopefully, I mean, the bear did tell him that he'll see him later, or catch up with him later, but just because he says that doesn't mean he's really gonna do that. That might be just a common way of him saying goodbye. On the game page, it said that the main characters were Rowan and Ben. They're the two main characters, and everybody else, like the Beaver and the other friend and Jules, they're like secondary characters or supporting characters. So the two main characters, according to the game page on itch.io, are Rowan and Ben the bear. So if that's the case, and then we should see more of him in the future. So hopefully the two of them can patch up what they were doing. Rowan can apologize and hopefully Ben can accept his apology and decide to, continue seeing him. Now the therapist, um, she switched locations, so that was real sudden, and I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was sudden and she really didn't have time to let her patients know, or if she did have some time to let them know. She just didn't care. She just wanted to get these people over with and go to the other places being transferred to. But I think it was probably just her being transferred all of a sudden, and she really didn't have much time to let her patients know and where else they can go to, and so. But again, she probably just didn't care, maybe. But I hope it's the first option. Hopefully, she just didn't have much time to say goodbye or to give her patients a heads up about her transferring away from the place. So I wonder what that means for Ben, because he was also seeing her. So will he and Rowan still be able to see each other now that the therapist transferred? So, she did say, the therapist did say that it would probably be better if Rowan went to another therapist, one that was more, more, one with more prestige, but he'll have to pay for that therapist because she's a free therapist, and it probably get better help if Rowan paid for a therapist. But anyway, that part where Rowan messed up with the bear, it got me really hooked onto the story now. It really did. So I'm really looking forward to seeing whether we'll see the bear again or not. If the game says that he's a main character, then we should see him again. Because if that was really the last time we saw Ben, it wouldn't really make sense for the game to say that he's the main character. So we should see him again. Alright, so we'll continue with Graven next time. I think there's one more video, and then we'll be up to date with the story. So, thank you all very much for watching. Bye.